Hey, what's going on YouTube? YagerTheViking here playing some Modern Warfare 3, and I'm going to be playing some Search and Destroy in this one, playing on the map Mission, using the silenced MP7 with the range proficiency, 3-4-5 kill streaks, which is what I always use when I play Search and Destroy, because there's really no use in having anything higher when I'm playing Search, just because these are the easiest to get to, and I just think it's more convenient to have kind of basic kill streaks when I'm playing Search. So, the beginning of this game's kind of slow. I rush right up here. Like, that's generally what I do when I'm playing Search and Destroy on this map. I just rush right to this area if I spawn on offense. Because if you rush right up the middle, like, if you go right up the middle, then really it becomes a numbers game. It just turns into who has more people shooting at each other. And if, you get into a situation where it's a 2-on-1, then you're going to lose every time unless they completely suck, because that's just kind of how it works. It's harder to win. So you see I just kind of sit in this area because I was trying to make sure that they had all left that area before I really rushed out there. What I really like about this area, and the reason I go here, is because you can kind of see up there. I get a couple kills shooting up there. You can see when they're sneaking back into your spawn, and you can shoot them from the front. So they don't really have any way to flank you, and if they start shooting at you, you can always just run back behind. Now here I see time's running out in the round, so I had to leave this spot, and I probably would have left the spot anyway. That's just generally how I like to play Search. I'll go to a high action, high activity spot, kind of close to the middle, but I won't really go where everyone's running. I'd rather go to a vantage point. Here I throw down my C4 just in case I hear him coming. Using my standard perk setup in this one, even though it is Search and Destroy, I didn't really move around my perks too much, because my perks are what I use for pretty much everything. So I've got Sleight of Hand, Quick Draw, and Sit Rep, and usually I would have Dead Silence instead of Sit Rep, but I decided to throw on Sit Rep just because or not throw it on, I had left it on when I switched this over to a Search class. And the reason I have it on is because it kind of, as long as you keep crouching when you're moving around, or try to not get too close to people who are kind of waiting, them hearing your footsteps doesn't make that big of a difference. For most people, they don't have Turtle Beaches, and to most people, hearing footsteps isn't as huge of a thing. And even if they have Turtle Beaches, not everyone has a surround sound headset that's able to determine where those footsteps are coming from. So I prefer Sit Rep, but Dead Silence and Sit Rep both can be used. I switch those up. Here you get my sentry gun in a care package. I get 2 care packages in this game, and in both of them I get a sentry gun. So, nothing too special, pretty standard. Here I probably could have saved my teammate, but I didn't quite react quickly enough, unfortunately. He was using his riot shield, and based on where the enemy was, I couldn't really determine if it was a teammate or an enemy until it was too late. So that was unfortunate, but it was no big deal. Run up here, pick up the bomb, and for some reason the bomb ended up in the same place, pretty much the same exact scenario. However, this time it's 3-on-1 instead of a 1-on-1 by the time I have the bomb planted. So, overall, that's kind of how I like to play this map. I like to rush up to that side, and another way to rush up would be to the right side. You see where this guy is? If you, turn that corner and went left, you could run up that way, but usually they have a bit of a vantage point if you go that way, and you can generally get to the spot where I'm going this game without having any sort of trouble, because they're not able to get there yet. So there, just put down my sentry gun, continue to go. I want to make sure to get to the spot right away. I figured after being in that spot twice that someone would have figured it out, which is why I crouched behind that barrier, and I was right. However, he still got in there. I wasn't able to kill him, and he took out my teammate, which was too bad, took out my teammate really early in the round. But I get back to this spot, and what you really want to do on this map is get to that spot instantly. if you toy around too much, if you try to get anything done, you know, call in kill streaks, wait for a care package or something, it gets, see, there, I thought I heard his footsteps up in that room. I actually heard them all the way over on the bridge, so that was, stupid on my part. Almost killed myself, but ended up surviving. Here, I see him, take him out. So anyway, as I was saying, you know, if you can get to that spot right away, then you're fine. If you toy around with your kill streaks too much, you saw when I called in my care package in that, first care package I called it in the spot and then just ran to it, because if you take too much time to get other things done, then they can kind of set up with a sniper looking down that long line of sight. I'm not sure why I threw my care package down all the way here. I probably should have just kept it in my spawn, but there are a couple nice spots here. Here I saw someone was standing up there, so I wanted to avoid him, or at least get into a better position, so I just went prone. I kind of like this area. You can use this truck as a barrier, and you can also use that little wall there for cover. So I find there's a little bit of cover if you rush up that way. Right there. There I just called my sentry. I didn't expect it to get any kills, but I just wanted to get it called in just in case, kind of. And I don't think my teammates knew exactly where this last dude was, so I might have actually gotten him had I not called in my UAV, but you know, whatever. My team still ends up getting him without losing anybody in the fight. So that's the end of this game. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you want to see some more Search and Destroy gameplay out of me, because I really enjoy playing Search, and I think it's fun to commentate over. So, you know, let me know in the comments if you want to see more Search and Destroy, and hopefully if you're new, you'll subscribe. See ya.